From his stellar debut in the second season of Daredevil to getting his own series that was tragically cut short, the Punisher has had a pretty troubled history with getting adapted for the small screen. But it looks like everything's gonna work out in the end. 'Cause Frank Castle's back, baby! Not yet, of course. He's gonna be appearing in the upcoming series Daredevil Born Again, which will continue the storyline from where the original Netflix series left things off. Although the show will be streaming on Disney Plus this time around, Jon Bernthal is the third actor to be confirmed for the series, joining Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio in reprising his iconic role. That basically means that the Dream Team is getting back together. And I, for one, am glad that all this is happening. Because you have to admit, the Punisher had way more to offer. It looks like he's gonna get plenty of time to stretch his legs in the new show. The reimagined Daredevil series will have 18 episodes. That's way more than the episode count for the Netflix series. We only got 12 episodes each season that time around. An extended season means that all the characters will have some room to breathe, instead of just getting haphazard storylines that don't end up going anywhere. I'd expect that Frank Castle's gonna play a way bigger role in the upcoming season. Even though plot details are scarce at best, now you might be wondering, what even is there to be excited about? Well, for starters, there's Jon's recent teaser. Bernthal posted a rather mysterious image on Instagram. That's about as big of a confirmation as we can get, but even so, it doesn't reveal a whole lot about what he's gonna be up to. The photo basically shows him wearing the legendary Punisher shirt, complete with the skull logo in front. But that's not all. He's also firing off a flurry of bullets with one machine gun in each hand. If that doesn't say Punisher, I don't know what will. So, Bernthal showed himself looking fairly enraged. And who can blame him, given the way his life has played out? His story arc has been pretty torturous so far. The origin story of the Punisher is one of the most brutal in the Marvel canon. His family was gunned down by gangsters, and he's never been able to get over that. Instead, he channeled all the rage and aggression from this loss into his crime-fighting career, eagerly gunning down criminals every chance he got. The Punisher is famous for shooting first and asking questions later, and that's just the vibe we get in his debut in Season 2 of Daredevil. The first season of his own show saw him taking vengeance against those that had done him wrong, only for things to get even worse in the subsequent season. It revealed that the death of Castle's family was at least partly his own fault. You can imagine how well he took that. The second season closed off with him coming to terms with who he was. We finally saw him becoming the full-fledged Punisher that we know and love. But what's happened since then? Well, we're gonna have to wait until the season comes out to find out. No matter what happens, this announcement has received a pretty strong reaction online. Fans are losing their minds at the news. And can you really blame us? Bernthal was amazing as the Punisher, and he never got the kind of storyline that he truly deserved. In a way, dropping this announcement out of the blue was a really smart move on Disney's part, cause it built up the hype to a whole new level. You see, fans were up in arms when Daredevil got canceled, and the cancellation of the Punisher just rubbed salt in our wounds. The fact that we're getting 18 new episodes depicting the devil of Hell's Kitchen, and now with the Punisher in the mix, sounds like it's almost too good to be true. A few people said that they're gonna be subscribing to Disney Plus just cause they want to see the Punisher again. That sounds like a big win for the streaming service, and it's probably all part of the plan. What's more, fans aren't the only ones excited to see Bernthal back in action. His former castmates are overjoyed at this comeback. Kristen Ritter was one of the first to celebrate. You might know her as the actress that played Jessica Jones. What's more, his former Punisher co-star Ben Barnes was also quick to congratulate him. Barnes played none other than Jigsaw in the second season, aka one of Frank Castle's arch rivals. So if anyone knows what Bernthal brings to the table, it's Barnes. And it's not just former colleagues who are hyping him up either. The Daredevil reboot is also going to feature Michael Gandolfini. You know, James Gandolfini's kid. Yup, he's going to be in the show too, although his role hasn't been disclosed yet. And he's made it pretty obvious just how excited he is at the thought of working alongside Jon. Strangely enough, we haven't seen any public reactions from his confirmed co-stars, namely Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, but that might be because they don't want to reveal anything just yet. After all, a lot's riding on the show they're working on. It's kinda unprecedented if you think about it, what with the 18-episode order and all. So it kinda makes sense that Charlie and Vincent are keeping their mouths shut for now. But that hasn't made the outpouring of support any less significant. Bernthal's clearly the kind of guy people love working with. So could that mean that a few other familiar faces might return as well? We might see all sorts of characters popping up on the show. The Punisher's just the tip of the iceberg. Recently, Kristen Ritter appeared in a picture with another Marvel TV alumnus, namely Mike Coulter. Seeing Luke Cage and Jessica Jones together sent fans into a frenzy, and I found myself coming up with tons of theories about what this could mean. Daredevil's already teamed up with these two once before. Could Disney be setting up a repeat of that? It might not happen under the Defenders moniker, but even so, the possibilities are endless. Cause at the end of the day, the Daredevil reboot is all about evoking some of that sweet, sweet nostalgia. And what could be better for that than bringing the whole gang back together? Minus Iron Fist though. I think we've all had enough of that for one lifetime. On the other hand, fan favorites Deborah Ann Wool and Eldon Hansen aren't gonna return, which is pretty shocking to me, cause they did a great job as Karen and Foggy. But that actually makes a few surprise cameos even more likely. The writers might have skipped over Karen and Foggy to leave room for other characters. Or maybe they just wanted to focus more on Frank Castle. Cause Lord knows, Jon Bernthal has been itching to return to the role. He's gone on the record to describe how much darker his comeback could be. You've got to understand, playing the Punisher meant something to Bernthal. It wasn't just another payday. Jon wanted to stay true to the character's roots, and boy did he succeed. Whenever he was asked if he wanted to come back, Jon was quick to say that he was hopeful, and he also took things even further, talking about how important it was that the character went all the way. Cause, you see, Jon's a big supporter of the armed forces, and they're big fans of the Punisher, which is not to say that's all he cares about. He's well aware of the passionate fan base that Frank Castle has, and he's determined to give all of us what we've been waiting for. In his own words, it's not about getting to play the character, it's about doing it right. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Jon Bernthal is the only Punisher for me. Not that he has all that much competition, of course. So, there you have it. Jon Bernthal's gonna get the chance to play his favorite character again. That too, in a show that will bring one of the most criminally undeserved MCU characters back into the fold. Are you excited? 'Cause I am! Although, it's gonna be a long, hard wait until the show's released in 2024. That's it from me on Jon Bernthal's jaw-dropping confirmation about his upcoming Daredevil appearance.